Good news, humans. With the capture card, I can finally do videos longer than 30 seconds on Nintendo Switch. It was nice and all, but not enough for me to do a full run. So for this video, I'm going to go over the old 30-second videos that I saved beforehand. One of them, well, before my fastest victory with Hazel, 69 hours and 42 minutes. Yeah, you see, what had happened was I started the run, then I went to sleep, turned off my Switch, came back like literally 2 days, almost 3 days later, and still finished the run. When I went to check the stats, yeah, I learned that it goes by real time. Not in-game time, but real time. Since then, my fastest victory has changed, but I keep this as a trophy. One of my favorite things to do with Terra's default build, just only use Excavate. You don't need anything else but Excavate alone. What she gets off the top, for each panel broken, her mana regen it increases. So just going around breaking panels, it increases her mana regen. Blue blood and max mono are real good for her. Other than that, just go around breaking panels, get double cast, you're solid. Fragile, a chance to double hit. If we can apply frost on hit, that'd be great. One of the things I try to do with Celicy, namely her basic one, is get everything that gets frost. Well, at least I try to abuse it as much as possible. Standard, but it tries. For this one, yeah, Carpet Bomb with double cast is mean. Thanks, Saffron. I can't help it. I like when she comes through for me. Explosion! I'm kinda sad that this is only a one-time use, but for what it does, yeah, it's OP. Get double cast on it, you're great. If you get Echo while this has double cast on it, you're also great, even better. This is one of the first times I actually saw this. This would be nice, especially if you get something like the float shoes, which lets you walk on broken panels. If you get the artifact that lets you walk on broken panels, oh, Blade Screen is busted. Fine, you can actually get it off, or see it when you want to. Yeah, if there's one thing I did not know about this at the time, it will keep going until it misses. If it does not miss, it'll just keep hitting. Great for this wall. Too bad I can't say the same thing for Shenanigans. You need a specific build for that. One thing about Sunshine, at the top right, I have Miracle. A chance to hit for 999 damage. Really goes great with Sunshine or anything that just rapid hits. It's a nice spell to have. Speaking of Miracle, yeah, the basic minigun is actually real good with that. Especially with Sapphire's time slow. If it wasn't for the self-damage, this would be so great. But then again, Misery loves company. I like the AoE rain, but I don't like the self-harm. Once again, excavate build. Ooh, and there's that Miracle. Ooh. When that Miracle kicks in, oh, it is glorious. But in terms of just using Excavate, you can get rid of every other spell and just keep this, nothing but that. Get double cast on it, you're fine. Hit. Add Fragile to it, add Frost to it, a chance for Frost, chance to hit twice, just... And at the end of the fight, they're going to be the ones who need the Miracle. It was in this fight that I actually realized how busted her pyro was against this wall. You always want to get those hits because it doesn't move. So your mana is going to just stay full. For this one, it was the Energizer. Oh, I like Energizer. Energizer with Echo. That in and of itself is a sweeper. It even pulled up damage on her. Yet she just comes out just blowing everything up. For his secondary build, his kunai, that laser, where casting a spell has a chance of firing a laser, the kunai is apply fragile. Yeah, everything that gives bonus to kunai. Then there's another one where using a consume card. Yeah, using the consume card just does damage to all the enemies. Monsoon, on the other hand, that's a rare spell to see. Just seeing it show up is rare. The best part about it is, it's not a consume. I wanted to do a goofy build with a run with just that spell alone, but it's hard to find. Yeah, it feels like I'm watching Base V3 from Battle Network. Yeah. Oh yeah, Excalibur. I still want to do a build using just that. I still want to use a build using just that alone. Shiseo's second build is actually great. Yeah, Slice Sword for the Battle Network fans. Really good in Celeste's hands. Mostly because she can easily step onto the enemy side. Sadly enough, losing 30 max HP. That one hurts in the long run. The one thing his build does suffer, kunais don't do a lot of damage. And they can really cause like crap tons of lag. But in the end, it's still a fun thing to pull off. I forgot what the name of the artifact was, but at the very top right, whenever you hit with the kunai, it automatically comes back into your deck. I do like the Easter eggs that they did slide into the game. Which one was it? Tender. He's a bird. This one, for the life of me, just continued to bow for me. You still have the mana cost. Twice over, you get all the mana back. What happens when you get a third one on? Do you get an increase in mana? This one, I remember. Candy wrapper at the top right. It's kind of confusing on how it's worded. But what it does is it lets you move from top to bottom. So if you're on the top row and you push up, you wrap around. And if you're on the bottom and you push down, then you wrap around from the top. It's something that you don't figure out until you actually get it in battle. Fun thing about this one, Anubis puts poison on the enemy. One of these days I'm going to remember what the other one is. But it adds poison if you have a stack of fragile on you, which is why it's glowing red. It doubles the poison that's already on the enemy. And what Violet does is, depending on where she moves to, depends on what she gets. If she doesn't move at all, she gains a stack of fragile. Move up, she gains a stack of Trinity. Move to the left, she gains shield. Move down, she gains mana. She moves forward to the right, then she launches an attack. Fun thing about it, if something is right there, then they will get it instead. And I'm pretty sure I got it saved. One of the fights when I was going against Hazel, she dropped the box. And because I started the music, the box got the shield. Which means bosses and enemies that can move onto your side of the field can trigger that. But for this one, I was just mostly goofing off with how high I can stack the poison. But after I got used to it more, as long as that poison gauge doesn't completely circle around, they won't take the damage yet. But that's how high you can stack the poison. 999,999. Just because I did it. It's still fun to see, but how hard it is to pull off in actual combat, it's not easy. You have to keep that stack of fragile on you. In which fragile, you take 1.5 times damage. So if you take 100 damage, you will take 150. Unless you have the artifact which pushes it up to 200. With practice, you actually can pull it off in battle. It's just really, really hard. this is the one. The crate that's behind me for 60. Because it was right there, it gained it. It gained that 60 barrier. And the one above me, it gained that Trinity stack. Which was actually something that caught me by surprise as well when I first did it. But that's what let me see that, yeah, they can gain the bonuses too. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, or at least you gotta be careful about it. The only thing is, you can't give them any more shield until the first barrier goes away. Problem with my build though is it's not all that great against Hazel. For the sole purpose of I gotta keep moving around. And she can just constantly keep setting turrets, so unless I have something to check the turrets. Yeah, I'm practically playing musical death maze. The fun thing about doing it against the wall is, as long as the wall is at high HP, then what it does will be according to, it won't go crazy. It won't go just ballistic and impulsive. It'll just keep doing what it does at high HP. Once again, Blade's going crazy. I will say this, what I did not notice at the time was that I almost killed her. Just from off of damage reflect. Like, Raven's the easiest person to beat her. I did not notice how much damage I did from just reflecting it back at her. Had I kept damage reflecting, or yeah, had I kept doing the damage reflect, I actually would have beat her. I didn't know it at the time, but now I do. Oh, so close. Yeah, there's another one where I purposely let it blow up. This was around the time when I became hip to the Energizer with Echo. The fact that it revs up, and even if it was on double cast, with it being on double cast, even the second hit counts towards it revving up. And yeah, that hurts. Why did I have the Ring of Fire? using it consumed it and increased my max HP by 5. That's the reason why I kept it in that build. This was around the time when I first started using glitter bomb, or at least first getting the effects of it. And yeah, it lags. It lags to holy hell. Energizer is what did the most damage, but it's always fun to just throw around glitter bombs. At one point during this fight, I was actually worried it will crash the app on my Switch. I was seriously worried it would crash it. I think the artifact is I have a 40% chance of launching a missile with each hit. And when it comes to glitter bombs, you have the initial hit, and then there's the splash damage hit as well. And with Echo, that just doubles everything. What's rare? What's really rare, or at least relatively rare. Firestorm, Thunderstorm, and a Hailstorm. Getting all three of those in the same build is... yeah, good luck trying to get those off. They hurt, they're flashy, but... out of all of them, Thunderstorm will be the weakest. Hailstorm, hitting them drops a stack of frost, and you have some bonus damage that goes with it. While Firestorm, it literally just sets their stage on fire for extra just free damage. Thunderstorm just, well, that's it. It just hits. Yeah, it was just a flashy thing. Fancy, well, an aesthetic thing. Ooh, to have all three of them going at once. Once you play the game, then it'll be I just want to see Firestorm with double cast. And it did not disappoint either. But I will say this. In Terra's Pyro build, oh yeah, going against the wall, you can easily fund all of it. build gumbo. Ah, yes. This is the build that I've been trying to get on Sapphire to beat Seraph. A waterfall flow build. For each stack of flow, waterfall launches an attack. Earth Prayer gives 4 flow. While flow is active, you gain 4 mana. Double cast Earth Prayer, even at the start. You gain 4 flow, then you gain mana. After that, you just start gaining 8 mana over and over and over again. Get focus to increase your spell power, and the damage of it just revs up. The one time I beat her, I had a Trinity, which also did the same thing. And I had so much spell power, I actually burned through Sarah's defense. Like, I stacked up so much spell power from stalling the wall that when I fought Sarah, I was able to just blow through their shield. And by slowing down time, I'll show you in one of the later videos. Slowing down time piles up hits. Once I discovered Flow Waterfall, oh, it was on. It lives up to the name Waterfall, and it follows with you. It doesn't just stay in one spot. Another thing is you gain flow on each hit, so as it keeps hitting, you rev up in waterfalls as well, so it'll just keep lasting longer and longer. The fact that it's double cast, that's really, really great. Especially once you stack up past like 20, 30 waterfall flow. And there's Earth Prayer. Earth Prayer Waterfall, that's practically all you need to run through most everything. Until you get to Seraph, that's where focus comes in at. To just keep gaining spell power and stall out the fight as long as you can. Once you get Earth Prayer and hopefully get double cast on it, that's all you need. Once you get double cast, you don't need anything else. You can just put the rest of your upgrades into Waterfall. And if you actually do get focus, get double cast on it. If you manage to get Echo as well, then double cast with focus and then Echo. Just to stack up power. And this video was showing off that it actually follows with you, which is like 100 times better than it staying in one spot. And this is literally the best example of what it can do in battle. Once again, that barrier. That barrier is a problem. It was for that barrier. Oh, I just had to do it at least once. I just had to do it. Explosion! Yeah, and what those numbers started doing to her, just slowly revving up, that's what Waterfall does too. Now, if you can get double cast on the minigun, then the first one will shoot the second one, so you can have two Trinity. While Trinity is active, you launch another one for free. So once you get two with double cast on it, you just always shoot three. Because you have the one, the second one, and then you have the Trinity third shot to just keep you at 2. One thing I did not know at the time is that if you slow down time, the shots slow down and just keep piling up with you. They still shoot at the same speed. They just don't launch off yet. For Celesti's second form, I think it's called Invade, all you need is her first, that one, I think it's called Crossfire. That's all you need. Get something like double cast on it, stand on top of them, and just wreck their HP sideways. Just wrap, just get rid of everything else, keep Crossfire, stand on their side, and just go to town on them. The problem is you can manage left and right sides. Oh, it's so easy, doing this, it's so easy to disregard your own spot where you start from. But the damage output is worth it, provided you survive and actually win the fight. It's so rare to do this, but it's just aesthetically fun. Now, even with Waterfall alone, it's still possible to do this. Once you get the artifact, Rock Tumbler, the fifth one at the top left, with the red and green on it, Whenever you shuffle, you gain 2 flow. When shuffling, you gain 2 flow. So that even without any spells to give you flow, all you gotta do is start off shuffling and you're solid. Without any flow, waterfall doesn't really do anything. But this is where I started to learn about slowing down time just to get those extra hits off. Yeah, it was at that moment that I realized I was a lot stronger than I thought. Yes. With that damage racking up. This is where it started to work to piece together. That's what I meant. And that's what I was talking about too. Slowing down time means you delay when the shots move. So the shots will just stay right there. They still launch at the same speed, but because time slowed down, they don't move yet. They don't move, the enemies don't move. What's constant is that they're constantly just launching off. So that when time moves forward again, they drop all at once and blow them up. Once they stop moving, because of that pause in between when they move, it's just easy to abuse. The same can be done about the minigun. The default minigun, that thing is stronger than people give it credit for. The problem is you need something like focus so it can actually have some form of damage. Otherwise, it's still weak. Like, it can pile up damage. If you get something like Miracle, yeah, you can hit for 999 if it procs. You get Fragile on it, yeah, it does a little bit extra damage, but if it only does 10, an extra 5 could speed up the battle, but not a lot. Not as much as just increasing spell power, it's just raw damage to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, rather than just a constant 15. Oh, I forgot how much I did to her in this instance. When all the stars align. Damn, her HP went bye-bye. Boop. I couldn't help it. It would just hurt that much. Yeah, when it came to trying to do that waterfall flow, oh, it works. It really does. The problem is, good luck trying to get it though. Who else did I do? Of the many runs I've had, this is still one of the most consistent builds with just waterfall and flow. The only thing is specifically for Seraph, you will need something like Focus just to build up enough power to burn through that defense. And yeah, this actually does work against the Shopkeeper as well. Like if you fight the Shopkeeper, it's effective against her too. You just need to know how to dodge long enough to pull it off. Yeah, I know, I'm having too much fun with the waterfalls. But the build sells itself. Literally, the build sells itself. Funny, you can check out the hit count by looking at how fast my flow is going up. Oh yeah, this one. That lucky miracle. That miracle. Chance to hit for 999. Oh, that had to hurt. This was one of the things I actually did remember wanting to try to test out. The Yu-Gi-Oh deck, which lets you instantly shuffle, but it adds a gem to your deck. That's another thing I wanted to try and get. So, potential builds. Ooh, I forgot about that one. So, the Yu-Gi-Oh deck to instantly shuffle with, there's an artifact which lets you stop time whenever you shuffle. I'll need the mana jam to reduce the jams from 2 to 1. And just, while time is stopped, loop my mana regen into waterfall. And hopefully the focus to increase spell power and just kill Seraph before she can even fight back. The only thing is, all that going on the screen at once may crash the game and just kill the run altogether. That's the only side effect. Now, those are always good cards to get, well, spells. Consumes that heal and gain max HP. The sooner you get those, the better. Even if they're not a part of your build, they're still good because they increase max HP. Which, yeah, that will really come in handy, especially when going against Seraph. What I said about Sunshine and Miracle earlier, or at least anything Miracle and multi-hits. I don't remember who else that I heard with this. I remember, I kept triggering Miracle a lot of this build and that run. Sunshine and Rainbows. Oh wait, my bad. Sunshine and Echoes. And yeah, it triggered on the wall too. One of the reasons why I kept doing the waterfall build at the time, I wanted to try to see if having Miracle would work against the Seraph. And yeah, I forgot about all those rockets. Talk about rocket power for real. Miracle triggered, but it did not do enough damage. It triggered twice, but it did not do enough damage. There's Earth Prayer. Focus. Gain 2 spell power. That card is really, really good in any multi-hitting build. Triforce. That's the other spell that I had when I managed to beat Seraph. Focus and Triforce. If I remember correctly, I think I had double cast on that. Then I think I had gain a stack of Trinity when I shuffle. I think that was one of the other things I had when I managed to beat her with Waterfall. But these also let you see what type of spell they are so you can know what to chase after. Not gonna lie, I actually kind of like this little mini game. But this is one example of what I meant. As you see, the damage from the gun is constantly going up. That's because I'm using focus. Starts at 33, and by the end of this one, they're doing 45s. Eventually, they'll get so strong that they'll actually be able to bypass that barrier that Seraph has. That is actually another example of what I meant by slowing down time to just let the shots pile up. Ooh. Monofusion is actually good, but it's even better when you get to reduce its cost down to 1. That's when it becomes really great. Yeah. You saw right, minigun can be a threat. It can be. Good luck getting everything you need to make it one. Empowered ring. That sounds nice. It sounds really nice. But putting it in practice, yeah, it's not all that great. You're better off going with focus. That only increases Empowered ring only increases your spell power by a solid 5. No more than that. While focus, you can just keep using it over and over and over again, and it'll just keep raising it up. Empower Ring, because it's an actual spell, you can still launch it off, and you need to launch it off just to shuffle, and it goes randomly in your deck. So if you only have a couple spells, then yeah, that would be nice. But that's about it. That's much better. It's a good placeholder until you get focused, but until then, you're better off actually just passing it up. Tri-Rag is better than that because you launch one small shot, launch a second small shot. On the third one, you drop Sapphire's Big Sword for 200 or 400 damage. And yeah, I hate those walkers. Sometimes I surprise myself with that minigun. Unless I was using Energizer. Just Energizer by itself. The only thing to ever run with it. Oh yeah, there's Candy Wrapper. Wrap vertically around the field. I already showed you that one earlier. Glitter Storm. This is very rare to find. Yeah, it'll show up, but some of the times when you see it, you either don't have enough money to use it, or it doesn't fit with the build, so you just gotta pass up on it, or else it'll make your build all clunky and wonky. The fact that it gave double cast, and I actually had the mana to use it. That's the one I was talking about. Mana Jam. It makes the jams cost 1 instead of 2. Glitter Storm is another easy way to lag your Switch and potentially crash the game. Sad to say this, but yeah, it does have that side effect on it. Sludge Bomb is still a great spell for poison and misery because they chase after the enemy. But I did not need it for that build. I didn't need too much excessive cards, just slowing everything down. Shiny. Yeah, that was the whole focus of the build. To get Glitter Storm with double cast and just that alone with a lot of mana regen. The Crossfire was just for max HP. Also, I had a chance to apply Frost on hit. That's what you see constantly popping up on the right. Evil. That's all of them. Well, that's enough shenanigans for this video. With the capture card, I can run a full run of shenanigans, not just small 30-second snippets. Don't worry, there's more good news to come, humans.